Hi, this is a recorded lecture for the IBDP Design Technology topic 5.2 Innovation. So in 5.1, we talked about what an invention is, and now we're going to be talking more about what innovation is. So innovation is the business of putting an invention in the marketplace and making it a success. This is a great video right here, and it shows some failed inventions. So I really recommend that you watch that. The big ideas here are that there are many different types of innovation. We'll go through some of those. Successful designers solve long-standing problems, improve on existing solutions, or find a product gap. In order for an invention to become an innovation, the idea of the product needs to be effectively communicated, and innovations may have positive consequences in some countries and regions and negative ones in others. So, invention versus innovation. Innovations are inventions that are a commercial success. So in other words, you should be making money on an invention in order for it to be called an innovation. This is actually an example of what is an invention that was not a success as an innovation. It's called Olestra. It's very interesting stuff, but it basically was a cooking oil that you could, say, fry chips in, and your body wouldn't digest it. But the problem was that it would cause, if you read down here, cramps, gas, and loose bowels. And so people really just didn't want to eat it. So it never became an innovation because it wasn't successful in the marketplace. So why do most inventions fail to become innovations? So few inventions will become successful innovations due to the following reasons. So first of all, marketability, low product demand, or not readily saleable. So for instance, this is a very famous car that flopped. This is called the Ford Edsel, and people just hated it, and it became kind of a joke and literally a bit of a 1950s meme about failed products. They may fail due to financial support, so there's little monetary backing from organizations or outsiders. The invention needs more sponsors to financially aid in its product. You can click on this link and see failed Kickstarter projects, but you can also think of Shark Tank. Think of the number of innovations that come before the Shark Tank money people and the number of times that they reject those inventions for whatever reason. Marketing, the process of getting products from producers or vendors to the consumer or buyer, which includes advertising, shipping, storing, and selling. Poor marketing strategies or the wrong target market can affect whether you're accessing the right consumers or buyers. So inventions would need to be advertised as a product that the public would want. Trends in innovation are things that you need to pay attention to. This is an example of a failed invention. This was the Microsoft Zune. It was a bit like the iPod, and the iPod was an Apple product. It was a music player, and Zune essentially tried to copy that and failed. Affordable, it needs to be cost effective or have value for money. And if it's too expensive to purchase or manufacture, then the consumer may not see its worth for the cost compared to its use. So keep in mind that the product's price needs to be equivalent to the income of the specific age group that would buy the majority of the products. So you can't be trying to sell things to teenagers that are too expensive because they simply don't have the disposable income to pay for things. So people might be resistant to change. People and organizations can be resistant and reluctant to change, feeling comfortable with the familiar, thus resisting the new ideas or products. So risk aversion is a concept in economics, finance, and psychology related to the behavior of consumers and investors under uncertainty. There may not be the need for the invention. So examples could be alternative energy resources to combat oil dependency. However, if oil prices are low, maybe there's no need for those alternate energy inventions. There's something called disruptive innovation. So this is a product or type of technology that challenges existing companies to ignore or embrace technological change. And here's an example of that. Please watch this video. We have something called sustaining innovation. So a new or improved product that meets the needs of customers and sustains manufacturers. So an example would be all the different iPhones. So there's the third, second, third, sixth generations. These new versions of the products have been developed, and this is a sustaining innovation. Each time they're better, so they're being innovated, but they're a sustaining innovation. There's process innovation. So this is an improvement in an organization or method of manufacture that can lead to reduce costs or benefits to the consumer. So an example of this was Ford. So he introduced the assembly line production, and Toyota introduced lean manufacturing. So these are both examples of process innovation. We're going to talk about different types of innovations. So the first type of innovation we're going to talk about is architectural innovation. So the technology of the components stay the same, but the configuration of the components is changed to a new design, putting existing components together in a novel way. So an example would be the Sony Walkman. So there were tape decks and there were earphones, but putting them together, they're the same components, but putting them together into something like this is an architectural innovation. Modular innovation, the basic configuration stays the same, but one or more key components are changed, making an existing product better. An example of this is a new type of petrol filter, YouTube or Facebook, or you can think of Google's Project Era, which is a dream phone, and you can replace the different components on this cell phone. So it's kind of an interesting idea. There's radical innovation. So this is a high risk innovation strategy that introduces a new idea, system, or product that is very different from the existing paradigm. So you can think of this with like bladeless fans. You would never let a baby poke their finger into a regular fan, but the ones with these bladeless fans, you would let them. So this is a radical innovation. You have configurational innovation. So this is a change made in both the technology and the organization. So this might be something like electric cars, utilizing existing technologies like electric motors and batteries in a new configuration. Diffusion is a process where a market will accept a new idea or product. The rate it accepts this new idea or product can be increased by several factors. So please watch this video. Suppression is a process where a new idea or adoption of a product by the market is actively slowed. This may be due to difficulties competing with a dominant design, ambiguity over patent ownership, competing companies actively petitioning against a new product, or natural resistance to an unfamiliar concept. Thank you for watching.